Hi everyone. Now I am going to discuss the lecture number 3 from units, dimensions and measurement. Uh, Topic is dimensional analysis and principle of homogeneity. Earlier I have given that dimensional formulas, how to write the dimensional formulas and different questions from the JEE mains and JEE advanced. Now we'll see that applications of this dimensional analysis. Okay, first, by using dimensional formulas you can write the relation among the different physical quantities. I'm writing first point is by using dimensional formulas we can write the relation between different physical quantities. Okay, how to write the relation between different physical quantities? You can check that suppose a kinetic energy mass velocity relation. If you want to, you can check. If you want to calculate the force, mass, velocity, radius, also you can check. Different relations you can check. For example, I am giving one of the example I am giving. Let us consider a particle is moving in a circular path. Whenever this particle is moving in a circular path, having mass m, radius is r, and it is moving with a velocity v, then the force experienced by this particle, means the force acting is, let us consider that F is providing the centripetal force. If this centripetal force is depending on the mass and velocity as well as radius, what is the relation between the force, mass, velocity and r? Nothing but I am going to write the force, quantity force, in terms of mass m, speed v, radius r. I am going to write now. How it is depending, we don't know actually. It may be m square v square r square, or maybe mv square by r. Maybe you might have studied earlier. Just I am checking by using dimensional method. I am taking f is directly proportional to the m power a, v power b, r power c. This is a process. Same process we have to continue for the all dimensional relations. If I remove the a constant, this k I am writing, this is a dimensionless constant. M power a, v power b, r power c. After writing this, we have to write the dimension of force. Dimension of force can be written as F is equal to m L t power minus 2. Similarly, all quantities you write the dimensions. Dimension of mass. M is capital M. Dimension of speed v. L t power minus 1. Dimension of radius r is equal to L. If we substitute the all values like there, m L t power minus 2 is equal to k is dimensionless. Now mass power a, v L t power minus 1 whole power b, and radius L power c. You can write the m power a, L power b t power minus b, l power c. You just write the all same basis, m power a, l power b plus c, t power minus b. Left side you can write m power 1, l power 1, t power minus 2. Equate the powers of same base, same base. If I equate this, you can observe this, m power a 1 is equal to m power a is there, so you can write it as a is equal to 1. Similarly, l power 1 is there and l power b plus c is there. You can write b plus c is equal to 1. Last one, t power minus 2 is equal to t power minus b. You can write minus b is equal to minus 2. You will get the b is equal to 2. If you substitute in this one, b plus c is equal to 2 is there, no? From there I am writing 2 plus c is equal to 1. So c is equal to 1 minus 2, will get minus 1. If you substitute there, f is equal to, or whatever the f value is there, f is equal to some constant k into, maybe that k value is here 1 also, okay? Dimensional less constant is there, no? That k value you can get the 1, okay? M power whatever mass is there, you can see mass power 1, speed power b, b is 2, r power minus 1. So finally you can write f is proportional to the m v square divided by the r. This is the relation between the force, mass, speed and radius r. You see, actually I have taken a very simple example. Whether it is a difficult question or easy question or moderate question, we have to follow the same process. First you need to write the dimensions of all the physical quantities, left side, right side, the powers of the same basis we have to equate. That's it. Okay. Now I am going to take the different questions based on this same concept. Let us observe that in 2019 JEE mains question, if speed v, acceleration a, force f are considered as a fundamental units, the dimension of Young's modulus will be. Now we need to write the Young's modulus y should be written in terms of the v power a power b, f power c. If I remove this, I will get the k. K is a dimensionless constant. V power a power b, f power c. Now I am going to write the dimensions of all the quantities. Dimension of Young's modulus. Young's modulus. You can write actually what is Young's modulus. First formula you have to know. You can write longitudinal stress divided by the longitudinal strain. Stress can be written as ml t power minus 2 divided by the L square whole divided by the delta L by L. It is no unit, no dimension, m power 0, L power 0, t power 0. You can get m L power minus 1, t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of Young's modulus. Next, dimension of v. You know that L t power minus 1. Next one, dimension of acceleration. A is the acceleration. You can write L t power minus 2. Third one, force. Dimension of force F can be written as m L t power minus 2. I am writing, you can observe this carefully. In place of y, m L power minus 1, t power minus 2, k is dimensionless, v is L t power minus 1 whole power a, L t power minus 2 whole power b and m L t power minus 2 whole power c. You can write the L power a t power minus a, L power b t power minus 2b, m power c L power c t power minus 2c. You can see how many m powers are there. M power c, only one m power is there. Next L powers, L power a, L power b, L power c. L power a plus b plus c. Next t powers, t power minus a minus 2b minus 2c, minus a minus 2b minus 2c. Left side equation m power 1, L power minus 1, t power minus 2. Now equate the powers of the same base. Equate powers of same base. You can see m power 1 and m power c is there. We can write c is equal to 1. C is equal to 1. Now you can see next a plus b plus c is equal to minus 1. You substitute here c is equal to 1. A plus b plus 1 is equal to minus 1. Now you can get the a plus b is equal to minus 2. Third equation, minus a minus 2b minus 2c is equal to minus 2. Again you substitute the this c value. Minus a minus 2b minus 2 into 1 is equal to minus 2. You can get minus a minus 2b is equal to 0. Let us consider this is the first equation. This is the second equation. If you write that a plus b is equal to minus 2, minus a minus 2b is equal to 0. If you add both the things, we can get a and minus a get cancelled. Minus b is equal to minus 2. So finally you will get b is equal to 2. We have got the relation c is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and you have to write the a value also. What is the a value? You just substitute in this any first equation or second equation. First equation implies minus a plus 2 is equal to minus 2. You can get the a is equal to 2 plus 2, that value is equal to 4. A is equal to 2 plus 2, 4. So finally I can get the a value is equal to 4. You just substitute here. According to our relation, y is proportional to v to the power of 4. Observe this. Minus a minus 2b, sorry. A plus b is equal to minus 2 is there. You can substitute the values. V power 4 is not there. We just check that relations. A plus b plus c is equal to c. Minus a minus 2b and 0. You can get the a plus b is equal to minus 2. Minus a minus b. Minus a minus b. We can write it as minus b is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 2. If b is equal to 2, you can get the value as minus a plus 2 minus is equal to minus, sorry, here I did one mistake, I think. First equation I made wrong. You can observe this again. First equation a plus b is equal to minus 2. What is the a value? You don't know. B value is how much here? Plus 2 is equal to minus 2. We can write a is equal to minus 2 minus 2. We will get the minus 4. So finally you can observe that a is equal to minus 4. Write carefully all this. Actually I have taken first equation minus a plus b. Okay. So from this you can write v power minus 4. A power 2, f power 1 is there. So option is 3. Okay. We can observe that the first question answer is 3. Take equations properly. Next one. If surface tension S, moment of inertia I, and Planck's constant h were to be taken as the fundamental units, the dimensional formula for the linear momentum would be. Linear momentum you have to write. So I am writing linear momentum P is equal to dimensionless constant. This is a dimensionless constant, less constant. Then S power surface tension power A, moment of inertia power B, and H power C. I am writing dimensional formulas of this. Dimension of linear momentum, you can write m l t power minus 1. See, whenever I am solving, no, you can also take pen and you can solve this. Okay, dimension of S, surface tension. What is surface tension actually? Surface tension you can write it as force per unit length. You can write it as m l t power minus 2 divided by the L. So finally you will get m t power minus 2. This is the surface tension dimensional formula. And the dimension of moment of inertia. Moment of inertia is actually, you can write it as m into r square is there. So m into r square means what is the dimensional formulas? M L square. This is the dimensional formula of this. Next, Planck's constant. Dimension of Planck's constant H. You know that energy divided by the frequency you will write. Energy is you can write it as m L square t power minus 2 whole divided by the t power minus 1. So finally, we will get the dimension is m L square t power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of H. Same process we can follow. M L t power minus 1, k is dimensionless. Next, we can write S m t power minus 2 whole power A, m L square whole to the power of B, m L square t power minus 1 whole power C. Now you can write m power A t power minus 2A, m power B L power 2B, m power C L power 2C, t power minus C. Now you just observe that wherever m terms are there, m terms are there, m power A, m power B, m power C. So you can write m power A plus B plus C. Next, L powers. L power 2A. Here L is there, here also L is there. L power 2A plus 2C. T power minus 2A minus C. Left side m power 1, L power 1, T power minus 1. You can see that equate the powers of the same base. You can write A plus B plus C is equal to 1. Second equation, 2A plus 2C is equal to 1. From this you can write A plus C is equal to 1 by 2. Now if you see this equation and this equation, first equation like A plus B and A plus B, this equation, and second this equation, you can get the B plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, we will get the 1 by 2. So finally B value is equal to 1 by 2. B is equal to 1 by 2. If I get the B is equal to 1 by 2, third equation also I will write minus 2A minus C is equal to minus 1. So from this we can write 2A plus C is equal to 1. Again, A plus C is equal to 1 by 2. Let us consider this is the first equation, this is the second equation. No, this is the third equation. From equation number 2 and 3, you can write it as A plus C is equal to 1 by 2 and 2A plus C is equal to 1. If you do the calculation, you can get the minus and minus. If you write minus, C and C get cancelled. Minus A is equal to minus 1 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to minus 1 divided by the 2. Finally, you will get A is equal to 1 divided by the 2. If A is equal to 1 by 2, then to get the A plus C is equal to, second equation implies A plus C is equal to 1 by 2 is there. So from this, what is the C value? You can see C value is equal to much? A plus A value I am writing 1 by 2 plus C is equal to 1 by 2. From this C is equal to 0. A is 1 by 2, B is 1 by 2, C is equal to 0. Finally, you can say the fourth option is correct. Actually, I have ticked here which option is correct. Understand that? Why? Because there is a chances of doing some small mistakes in the calculation. That's why I am doing very carefully also. You also kindly proceed. As I am doing now like one or two questions now, I will explain the process. After getting the some expressions now, just we can solve the equations by your own method. Okay. This is fourth option is the correct option. Next one, you can observe that momentum P, area A, time T are taken to be the fundamental quantities. Then the dimensional formula for the energy is, you can see here again, energy E is equal to some constant K, momentum power A, area power B, time power C. You can write the relations. What is the dimension of E? Now I am not writing all the terms here. We can write directly. M L square T power minus 2. It is dimensionless. K is dimensionless. P linear momentum is M L T power minus 1 whole power A. Area L power 2 power B. Time is T. So you can write it as M power A, L power A, T power minus A, L power 2B, T power C. You can write M power A, L power A plus 2B, T power minus A plus C. You can write M L square T power minus 2. You can equate that A is equal to 1 and you can write A plus 2B is equal to 2. A is 1 no, we can write A plus 1 plus 2B is equal to 2. So finally you can get the 2B is equal to 1. So B is equal to, you can write 1 divided by 1 by 2. Similarly, in third equation, minus A plus C is equal to minus 2. A value is, we can substitute here, minus 1 plus C is equal to minus 2. You can get the C is equal to minus 2 plus 1. You can get the C value is minus 1. So we can see A value is 1, B value is 1 by 2, C value is minus 1. So if you substitute that, which option is actually satisfying that? P power 1, A power 1 by 2, T power minus 1. This is the third option is the correct option. Observe this carefully. Next question. If time t, velocity v and angular momentum L are taken as fundamental units, then dimension of a mass m in terms of t, v and L is. So you can write it as mass m is equal to some constant k into t power a, velocity power b, angular momentum L power c. Actually they have given I type, just one letter they have written. I am writing in general process. If you want, you can also write the angular momentum as I type. Okay, I power c as per the question. Maybe you may get confusion in case of L length. That's why maybe they have written I type. Okay. Now you can see what is the dimensions of m. Mass is m only. K is dimensionless. T is t power a. Velocity is L t power minus 1 whole power b. Angular momentum. What is the angular momentum dimension? Dimension of L is m. Actually you can write it as L is equal to m into v into r. So you can write m is nothing but capital M. Velocity is L t power minus 1. Radius is L. So you can write m L square t power minus 1. I am writing m L square t power minus 1 whole power c. So you can write t power a, L power b, t power minus b, m power c, t L power, you can write L power 2c, t power minus c. From this m power c and L terms, if you write that L power b plus 2c, t powers a minus b minus c. Left side m power 1, L power 0, t power 0. Now equate all powers of the equate the powers of the same base. You can get the c is equal to 1. If c is equal to 1, you can write b plus 2c is equal to 0. Similarly, a minus b minus c is equal to 0. You just substitute the c value here, you will get the b value. Then again, you substitute the b value here, you will get the answers. So now you can get the finally B is equal to -2 and A is equal to -1. So if you substitute that, second option is the correct option. Why I am telling this, already calculation everyone can do now. I already marked here which is the correct option, like dot type, while pasting the questions. Okay, we can substitute there, we will get the values. Okay, now I am moving to the other question. This is the JEE Advanced 2014 paper 1. How they are asking question, you can see. To find the distance D over which a signal can be seen clearly in foggy conditions, a railways engineer uses dimensional and assumes that the distance you can see here, distance depends on the mass density rho of the fog. Intensity, they have written actually intensity power by area, that is represented by the letter S of the light from the signal, and its frequency is F. The engineer finds that D is proportional to the S power 1 by N. The value of N is what? Now you can observe that here the constant, whatever engineer is going to find is distance. That distance is equal to, you can write it as K, dimensionless constant, and we can see what are the terms. Rho, density power A, and we can see intensity, they have given intensity as S power B, frequency power C. Now we are going to write one by one. What is the dimension of rho? Dimension of rho is ml power -3 kg per meter cube is there, no? ml -3. Dimension of S. Dimension of S, they have given power by area. Power is nothing but energy by time whole divided by the area. So we can write it as energy is m L square T power -2 whole divided by the time, area is L square. Okay, you can get the finally m T power -3. This is the dimensional formula of intensity. You can see here L square and L square get cancelled. M T power -3. Other frequency, you know that 1 by, I will write that also. Dimension of F is T power -1. Substitute there. Dimension of D is L. K is dimensionless. Density dimension is M L power 3 whole power A. M T -3 whole power B. Frequency T power -1 whole power C. We can get the M power A, L power -3A, M power B, T power -3B, T power -C. You can write M power A plus B, L power -3A, T power -3B minus C. Here M power 0, L power 1, T power 0. Equate that. A plus B is equal to 0. Next one, -3A is equal to 1. We can write A is equal to, you can write as -1 divided by the 3. You can observe that A is equal to -1 by 3. Next one, you can see what is the B value. From this relation, -1 by 3 plus B is equal to 0. We can get the B is equal to 1 by 3. B value I have written. A value is -1 by 3. B is 1 plus 1 by 3. Last one, -3B minus C is equal to 0. -3, B value is 1 by 3. Minus C is equal to 0. You can get -1 minus C is equal to 0. So C is equal to -1. If you observe this, they are not asking all these terms. They are asking only how it depending on the intensity. Okay, already we got the relation. D is proportional to the, you can write it as First term is rho power a, rho power minus 1 by 3. Second one is s power 1 by 3. Last one is f power minus 1. So D, if proportionality constant is 1 is there, or proportionality symbol if write proportional only, under root of s power 1 by 3, sorry, not under root. You can write it as s power 1 by 3 divided by the rho power 1 by 3 f. This is the relation. As per the question, they have given D proportional to s to the power of 1 by n. In place of n, the value is 3. You can write the answer is 3. This is the answer. You can observe the question. S power 1 by n, they are asking 1 by n. The value of n is what? Okay, distance is proportional to intensity power 1 by 3. I hope it is clear for you. Next one. This question they have asked in advanced 2022 paper 2. As per the question, you can see that in a particular system of units, a physical quantity can be expressed in terms of the electric charge E, electron mass me, Planck's constant h, Coulomb's constant k is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of the medium. In terms of these physical quantities, the dimension of the magnetic field is, you need to calculate. So I am writing the first, they only given that dimension of the B is equal to e power alpha, m e power beta, h power gamma, k power delta. Now you need to write the dimension of each and every term. Dimension of B, magnetic field. Magnetic field can be written as force per pole strength, unit pole strength. Unit pole strength. Unit of this force is mlt power minus 2. Dimension of force is mlt power minus 2 by pole strength is ampere meter. So you can write AL. Unit is ampere meter. Ampere meter. This pole strength unit is ampere meter. So I think ampere is not coming properly. Ampere meter. Okay. Now you can write the L and L get cancelled. Finally, m t power minus 2 a power minus 1. This is my dimensional formula for magnetic field. Next, dimension of E. Dimension of E is a charge. So you can write charge is nothing but current into time taken. So you can write the ampere into T. Next, dimension of Me. Dimension of mass of electron, that is capital M only. Dimension of H. Dimension of H. H is the Planck's constant. You can energy by frequency. Energy by frequency. So many times I have written. By this time now you should have remember these values. ml square by t power minus 2 divided by the t power minus 1. ml square t power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of H. Last one is dimension of K. K they have given 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That is also equal to f into r square divided by the q square. So you can get the what is the dimensional formula of force? M L square t power, sorry, M L t power minus 2 into L square whole divided by the q square is a square t square. You can get the value as M L cube t power minus 4 a power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of K. Now you substitute all these dimensions in the B. I am writing now one by one. M power 1, L power 0, T power minus 2, A power minus 1. Here L term is not there, that's why I have written L power 0. Okay, we can write M power 1, L power 0, T power minus 2, A power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula of magnetic field. That is equal to what is a charge? Electric charge is A T whole power alpha, as per the question, alpha, mass power beta. Third one is you can see H, m L square t power minus 1 whole power gamma, m L cube t power minus 4 a power minus 2 whole power delta. Now you can get the value as a power alpha, t power alpha, m power beta, m power gamma, l power 2 gamma, t power minus gamma, m power delta, l power 3 delta, t power minus 4 delta, a power minus 2 delta. Now you just write the m powers. How many m powers are there? M power beta plus delta. Next L powers. L power 2 gamma is there. One time I have written. Next L power 3 delta is there. You can write 3 delta. Next T powers. T power alpha is there. I have written. Next T power minus gamma is there. Minus gamma. T power minus 4 delta is there. I have written. All T is over. Now A power. First one is a power alpha is there. Next last one is a power minus 2 delta is there. I hope I have ticked all values. Left side m power 1, l power 0, t power minus 2, a power minus 1. Now you can equate the bases powers of the same base. Beta plus delta is equal to 1 equation. 2 gamma plus 3 delta, that is L powers. We can see that value is 0. Third one is alpha minus gamma minus 4 delta is equal to minus 2. Last one is alpha minus 2 delta is equal to minus 1. You solve this. Everyone knows that how to solve this. You can try this one. Finally, you will get one expression. If you want, you can see already I have derived this actually. You can see. After deriving all these relations, minus 2, minus 1, you can see beta plus delta is equal to 1. All these values, I got the value is like this. Alpha value, I got the 3. Beta value is 2. And gamma value is minus 3. Delta value is 2. If I write the alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, 3 plus 2 minus 3 plus 2, we can get the finally 4. So I am writing final answer is how much? 4. Final answer is 4. Just observe this. Next question. This question they have asked in Advanced 2023 paper 2. See, same kind of 22, 23, actually we can see even 24 also. They have asked the checking the relation between the different physical quantities. Okay. Young's modulus of elasticity Y is expressed in terms of the three derived quantities, namely the gravitational constant G, Planck's constant H, and speed of light C. They have given Y is equal to the C power alpha, H power beta, G power gamma. Again, you need to calculate what is alpha, beta, gamma. First, for every question, see, easily you can get the 3 marks or 4 marks as per the given question. You can check that. Okay. Dimension of Y, Young's modulus Y. So, first you should know what is the dimensional formula of Y. To write the dimensional formula for this relation between the different quantities, you should know. Y can be written as force by area divided by the delta L by L. No dimension. Delta L by L is no dimension. F by A is stress, longitudinal stress. You can write it as mL t power minus 2 divided by the L square. Finally, you will get mL power minus 1 t power minus 2. Next, speed of light. We can see C is given that speed of light. C dimension. Dimension of C is L t power minus 1. Dimension of H. You can write it as energy by frequency m L square t power minus 1. Next, dimension of G. What is G here? We can see gravitational constant. You cannot remember this value. That's why I am writing again what is the value of G. You can write the G is nothing but F is equal to G m m1 m2 means I am writing m square divided by the r square. From this g can be written as f r square divided by the m square. M L t power minus 2 L square divided by the m square. Finally, you will get m power minus 1 L cube t power minus 2. This is the dimension formula of G. Now, we will substitute one by one. M L power minus 1 t power minus 2 is equal to L t power minus 1 whole power A, H m L square t power minus 1 whole power B, m power minus 1 L cube t power minus 2 whole power C. It is equal to L power A t power minus A, m power B L power 2B, t power minus B, m power minus C, L power 3C, t power minus 2C. First you write one by one what are the m powers. M power B minus C. Next L powers. L power first one A, second one is plus 2B, third one is plus 3C. Next t powers minus A, next minus B and minus 2C. Left side you can see m power 1, L power minus 1, t power minus 2. Equate powers of the same base. B minus C is equal to 1, A plus 2B plus 3C is equal to minus 1. Last one is minus A minus B minus 2C is equal to minus 2. Now you solve all these values. Okay, you can get the values of I have done one thing here. In place of alpha beta, A is equal to alpha here, B is equal to beta and C is equal to gamma. Okay, if you solve all these values, you can see the value is, I have already derived this, you can see it. I am getting alpha is equal to 7, beta is equal to minus 1, gamma is equal to minus 2. Option A I am getting. Okay, you can see option A is, this is the correct option. Alpha is 7, beta is minus 1, gamma is minus 2. Option A. Correct option is option A. You can solve. See, these are simple questions actually, but calculation you have to do very carefully. I am also writing like a stepwise. While doing, if you do like a stepwise now, there is you will not get any negative marking. Okay, correct answer you can get. Next one, the dimensionless quantity is constructed in terms of electronic charge E, permittivity of free space epsilon naught, Planck's constant h, and speed of light c. If the dimensionless quantity is written as E power alpha, epsilon naught power beta, h power gamma, c power delta. What is the dimensionless quantity? Dimensionless. See, this is advanced 2024, this year paper 1. Okay, dimensionless quantity, you can write it as E power alpha, epsilon power beta, h power gamma, c power delta. Dimensionless means m power 0, L power 0, t power 0. Charge dimension is A, t whole power alpha. Epsilon naught, what is the dimension of epsilon naught? Epsilon naught can be written as q square divided by the f r square. Q square is a square t square divided by the m l t power minus 2 L square. So finally you can get the dimension of epsilon naught value is m power minus 1, L power minus 3, t power 4, a power 2. This is the dimension I am writing here. M power minus 1, L power minus 3, t power 4, a power 2, whole power beta. And next one is Planck's constant, m L square, t power minus 1, whole power gamma, and c value L, t power minus 1, whole power delta. Now if you see that m power 0, L power 0, t power 0 is equal to a power alpha, t power alpha, m power minus beta, L power minus 3 beta, t power 4 beta, a power 2 beta, and m power 2 gamma, m power gamma, L power 2 gamma, T power minus gamma, L power delta, T power minus delta. Now I am writing one by one. M powers, M power minus beta, and next one is gamma is there, plus beta plus gamma. Next L powers, L power can be written as first L power is minus 3 beta, next L power is plus 2 gamma, last one is plus delta. Next one T terms I am writing, T power alpha, next T is plus 4 beta, last one is minus gamma, one more thing is there, minus delta also. MLT I have written, A term also there, A power alpha, next A power 2 beta, that's all. Left side A power 0, L power 0, M power 0, L power 0, A power also you write, A power 0, here also A power 0 you write. A term also there now. Now you can write the minus beta plus gamma is equal to 0, minus 3 beta plus 2 gamma plus delta is equal to 0, alpha plus 4 beta minus gamma minus delta is equal to 0, alpha plus 2 beta value is equal to 0. You can see gamma is equal to beta. Similarly here, you can write it as alpha is equal to 2 beta. Alpha is equal to minus 2 beta. Similarly, you can write all values in terms of the beta. As per the question, you can see they are asking that and n is a non-zero integer, then alpha comma, beta comma, gamma comma, delta is given by. In terms of that non-zero integer, you have to write. You write everything in terms of the any one of the number like a alpha, beta, gamma, any number, you can get the values. You see here, already I have derived this. I am getting like a gamma is equal to beta, alpha is equal to minus 2 beta, delta is equal to beta. If I write alpha, beta, gamma, delta, you are getting like a minus 2 beta, 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 beta. Means alpha, beta, gamma, I am getting like this. Alpha is minus 2 beta, beta is beta only, gamma is beta, delta also beta. But if you see that options, they have given like a 2n minus n like that is there. My minus 2n term is not there, first term. Okay. If beta is any non-zero number is there, you can get the values 2n comma minus n comma minus n comma minus n. So this is the satisfied equation in this. Okay. So you can write the option A. Option A is the correct option. You can tick the option A. If you want, you can see it. I have written already relation. You have to solve by this and write only in one thing. Okay, maybe in terms of everything in beta, everything in alpha, everything in gamma or delta also you can write. Next, see here. Till now I have written that relation between the different physical quantities. Now I am going to give that how to do the questions related to this e power exponential terms, any functions are there, that how to write. Okay, I am writing now. By using dimensional formulas, actually we cannot write the exact relation between the quantities. Numbers are there, no, that we cannot write. By using dimension formula, we can only check the relation among physical quantities. Relation among physical quantities. But we cannot write exact formula. Exact formula we cannot write. Okay, so for example, time period T is equal to 2 pi root over L divided by the GZ is the time period of simple pendulum. In this, dimensionally we can check only, we can check T is proportional to root over L divided by the G, that's all. But we cannot bring this 2 pi term. Understand that? We cannot bring this 2 pi term by using dimension formula. What I am telling is, these numbers, any mathematical terms are there, they are dimensionless. Here 2 pi is dimensionless. That's why you cannot get the exact formula. Okay, but we can write the how the time period is depending on the length and g, that we can derive by using dimension formula. Okay, so it finally we can conclude that numbers, angles, trigonometric functions, exponential functions, logarithmic functions, log functions, again calculus functions like differentiation, differential terms, integral functions, whatever the mathematical functions are there now, they are dimensionless. We can write these functions dimensionless, meaning is m power 0, l power 0, t power 0. So in JEE, they are focusing on this kind of questions also. Now I have taken some questions from the previous JEE. You can see. You see here, in typical combustion engine, the work done by the gas molecule is given by W is equal to alpha square beta e to the power of minus beta x square by kt, where x is the displacement, k is Boltzmann constant, and t is temperature. If alpha and beta are the constants, dimension of alpha will be what? That is a question. First, I am going to write the relations here. Work is equal to alpha square beta e power minus beta x square divided by the kt. I am going to write the relations here. This function, this e power exponential function. Here exponential function is beta x square by kt is dimensionless. This is dimensionless. If this is dimensionless, we can write beta x square divided by the kt is equal to dimension of beta x square by kt is m power 0, l power 0, t power 0. Again, what is the dimension of kt? Kt is nothing but you can write it as energy is equal to k into t. So this dimension can be written as m l square t power minus 2. This is the dimension of kt. Dimension of x, they have given, that is l, distance. From this you can write it as dimension of beta into x square is l square divided by the dimension of kt is m l square t power minus 2, that is m power 0, l power 0, t power 0. From this you can write dimension of beta, you can check here, l square and l square get cancelled. So dimension of beta is equal to m t power minus 2. This is the dimension of beta. Okay, I have written the dimension of beta. Again, left side is work. There is a function, that name is work. Okay, dimension of work is equal to dimension of alpha square, you check this properly, alpha square and beta, dimension of alpha square into dimension of beta. Dimension of work is m l square t power minus 2, dimension of alpha square into dimension of beta is m t power minus 2. We can see m and m get cancelled, t power minus 2, t power minus 2 get cancelled. You can write the dimension of alpha square is equal to l square dimension of alpha is equal to L. Okay, so you check the relation. You can write the m powers they have given. So it implies m power 0, L power 1, T power 0. This is the dimension of alpha. According to question, second option is the correct option. Okay. Okay, second option is the correct option. Next question. I have taken one more question. Consider the efficiency of the Carnot engine is given by eta is equal to alpha beta by sin theta log e beta x by kt, where alpha and beta are constants, T is the temperature, K is a Boltzmann constant, and theta is the angular displacement, and x as the dimension of length. Choose the incorrect option. You observe carefully. This incorrect option they are asking. You will check now one by one. Efficiency eta is equal to alpha beta divided by the sin theta log base e is a beta x divided by the kt. Observe this. This is a logarithmic function. Log function. This log function beta x divided by the kt is dimensionless. You can write the beta x divided by the kt. Dimension of beta x divided by the kt is m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. So dimension of beta x is equal to dimension of kt. That is equal to dimension of energy. Dimension of energy. I am writing energy. Why I am writing? E is equal to K into T is there. That's why I am writing energy. Now you see here options they are asking like a dimension of B is same as that of force. You check that whether it is correct or wrong. Dimension of beta into dimension of x is equal to L. Dimension of kt is energy, that is m L square T power minus 2. So you can write it as L one time get cancelled. If it is get cancelled, dimension of beta is equal to m L T power minus 2, that is dimension of force. Dimension of force. Now you check that first option, dimension of beta is same as the force. That is correct, but they are asking incorrect option. Dimension of alpha inverse x is same as that of energy. Again you see it. According to question, you can see sin theta is dimensionless. Next, eta is efficiency, it is a number, is dimensionless. Okay, here everything is dimensionless. So you can write it as m power 0, L power 0, T power 0 is equal to dimension of alpha into dimension of beta. So remaining thing is m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Right side also m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. So finally you can write it as dimension of alpha into beta is equal to dimensionless, m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Okay, so I can write this as dimension of alpha is equal to 1 by dimension of beta. So what is the dimension of beta? m L power m L T minus 2 is there, no? That I am writing m power minus 1, L power minus 1, T power 2. This is the dimension of alpha. But they are not asking this also. Alpha power minus 1 x is same as that of energy. You see here alpha power minus 1 into x, dimension of alpha power minus 1 into x. If the same value, if I write that dimension of 1 by alpha is equal to dimension of beta. Dimension of beta is equal to much? m L T power minus 2 into dimension of x is equal to L. So we can write m L square T power minus 2. That is the dimension of energy. Dimension of energy. So it is correct. Okay. Now you can see this option also correct only. The dimension of eta power minus 1 into sin theta is same as alpha beta. Correct, obviously. Why it is correct? Eta power minus 1 sin theta is dimensionless. And alpha beta, alpha into beta, you just check that. Alpha into beta, this term if you see that, this is dimensionless. Dimensionless. So from this we can say that alpha into beta also dimensionless. This is also correct only. Dimension of alpha is same as beta, they are asking. You see here, dimension of alpha is equal to dimension of not beta. It is dimension of alpha is equal to 1 by dimension of beta. You check this. So you can write it as this is wrong option. They are asking incorrect option is what? Fourth option is incorrect option. Check properly. Next question. An expression of energy density is given by U is equal to alpha by beta sin alpha x by kt, where alpha comma beta are constants, x is the displacement, k is the Boltzmann constant, and t is the temperature. Observe this carefully. T is not time, temperature. The dimension of beta is what? Again I am writing what is the U? Energy density. I am writing dimension of energy density. Energy density meaning actually energy by volume. Energy by volume. Energy is m L square T power minus 2 divided by the volume is L cube. You will get m L power minus 1 T power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of energy density. Now other terms you will write now one by one. Energy density is U. Okay. U is equal to alpha by beta sin of kx divided by the alpha x divided by the kt. Now you can see this sin of alpha x by kt is now dimensionless. Okay. And now here alpha x divided by the kt is dimensionless. If it is dimensionless, alpha x by kt, the dimension of alpha x by kt is m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Okay. Now x is dimension is having L, kt is having dimension energy, that is energy is equal to k into temperature. T is temperature here. M L square T power minus 2. We can see L one time get cancelled. If you cancel this, dimension of alpha is equal to, we can write m L T power minus 2. This is dimension of alpha. I have written dimension of alpha. If I write the dimension of alpha, remaining thing you can see here. From the this expression, the dimension of U is m L power minus 1 T power minus 2 is equal to dimension of alpha divided by the dimension of beta, and sine function is having m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Observe this carefully. Now m L power minus 1 T power minus 2 is equal to dimension of alpha is m L T power minus 2 divided by the dimension of beta. Now dimension of beta is equal to m L T minus 2 divided by the m L minus 1 T minus 2. M and m get cancelled. You can write it as m power 0, L power 2, T power also 0. T power minus 2, T power minus 2 get cancelled. Like this any answer is there. You can see fourth option is the correct option. M power 0, L square T power minus T power 0. Okay. Next one. You can see I have pasted here based on the principle of homogeneity. We'll write now principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity. What actually principle of homogeneity is stating is, first of all I will give the one example. See here, suppose if I take the any velocity, I can add velocity with velocity dimensions only. Finally I will get the dimension of velocity only. If I add the dimension of force with one more dimension of force, finally I should get the dimension of force only. If I subtract, suppose say if I subtract the distance, dimension of distance I can subtract with dimension of distance only. Finally I will get the dimension of distance only. Okay, it indicates that we can add the quantities having same physical quantities, same dimensions, or we can subtract the quantities having the same dimensions, but you cannot add or subtract the quantities having the different dimensions. Okay, we cannot add or subtract the quantities having different physical quantity, different dimensions. What actually principle of homogeneity stating is, we can add or subtract only the quantities having same dimension. This is our principle of homogeneity. Okay, you keep in your mind, if you add a number dimensionless, you will get dimensionless only. Okay, based on that we are going to do. This is also very important method, you can see. In this question I have taken like the force is given in terms of time t and displacement x is given by force F is equal to a cos bx plus c sin dt. The dimensional formula of AD by B is equal to how much? So I'm writing here, F is equal to A cos bx plus C sin dt. Observe this carefully. I am adding A cos bx with C sin dt. Nothing but dimension of F is equal to dimension of this term. Okay, dimension of this term is you can see the term 1 plus dimension of term 2. I am taking the C sin dt as a term 2. Okay, again if you see in the term 1, cos bx term is there now. This cos bx is dimensionless. Sin dt is there now, that is also dimensionless. Okay, so we can say that bx is dimensionless. If bx is dimensionless, similarly dt also dimensionless. So I can write it as dimension of b into dimension of x is equal to L is equal to m power 0, L power 0, t power 0. I can write the dimension of b is equal to L power minus 1. Similarly, I can take here also dimension of d into dimension of time. This is the time, t is time. So t is equal to m power 0, L power 0, t power 0. So I can write it as dimension of d is equal to t power minus 1. I have written the b and t. Again, Above relation you can write it as dimension of f is equal to dimension of, as cos bx is dimensionless, dimension of a, that is equal to, you can say that c into sin dt, sin dt is dimensionless, we can write dimension of c, that is mlt power minus 2. Okay, you observe the question now. AD by B is equal to what? Dimension of AD by B. AD by B. A dimension is ML t power minus 2. D dimension is t power minus 1. B dimension is L power minus 1. So as a whole you can get the M L power 2 t power minus 3. This is the dimension formula of AD by B. You see which option is there, ml square t power minus 3. Fourth option is the correct option. Okay, to cross check already I have kept the dot for the which is the correct option. You can also check that. Now one more question. In a van der Waals equation, p plus a by v square v minus into v minus b is equal to RT. P is a pressure, V is a volume, R is a universal gas constant, T is a temperature. The ratio of constants A by B is dimensionally equal to. I am checking now here. According to question, P plus A by V square, V minus B is equal to RT. No need to write any dimension here. You observe this carefully according to question. See, I am adding this. Pressure I am adding with A by V square. Nothing but dimension of P should be equal to dimension of A by V square. From this I can write it as dimension of A is equal to dimension of P into V square. Okay, next one. I can see here, I am just subtracting the volume with the B. So I can write dimension of V is equal to dimension of B. Let us consider the dimension of A is first equation. Dimension of B is second equation. According to question, they are asking the ratio of A by B is dimensionally equal to what? The dimension of A by B is equal to dimension of A is PV square divided by the dimension of B is V. Finally, you will get the PV. Okay, so I can write it as a dimension of A by B is equal to dimension of PV. Third option is the correct option. Okay. Next question. The entropy of an system is given by S is equal to alpha square beta log, here ln is ln mu kr by j beta square plus 3, where alpha and beta are the constants, mu comma j comma k and r are number of moles, mechanical equivalent of heat, Boltzmann constant and gas constant respectively. They have given what is the k term, r term, mu term, j term. S is equal to dq by t. They have given all the data they have given. Okay, you see I am writing now. Entropy is given as S is equal to alpha square beta ln mu k r by j beta square plus 3. You observe this carefully. This is a logarithmic function. Okay, mu k r divided by the j beta square plus 3 is dimensionless. Again, mu k r and 3, if you observe that 3 is a number, it is a number. Number is dimensionless. You can write mu k r divided by the j beta square is dimensionless. Okay, that is dimensionless. Again, I will give the one more term. Here you can see j. You know that actually W is equal to J into Q. W is a work done, Q is a heat energy, J is the number. Okay, J is a number. If J is number, is dimensionless. Now you can say that mu k r divided by the beta square is dimensionless. Okay, now what is the mu k r and beta? You just check that what they are asking actually. Mu k r and this is what is the relations they are asking. S, beta, k and mu r have the same dimensions. When can you get this relation actually? Mu k r dimension of mu k r is equal to dimension of beta square. Similarly, dimension of mu r, actually they are asking mu r, no, mu r is equal to dimension of beta square divided by the k. How I am writing actually, mu r and k will have the same dimension or not? If you want, we can check this. You know that PV is equal to nRT, that is they have given mu RT. Mu RT. So you can say that mu r is dimension of PV by T. It is nothing but energy by temperature. Next, you can see what is a Boltzmann constant. Energy E is equal to K into T. From this, we can write it as K is equal to energy by temperature. So we can write it as dimension of mu into R is equal to dimension of K. If dimension of mu R is equal to dimension of K, we can see both the values. If you see that dimension of K and beta, if you write that, dimension of beta square is equal to dimension of mu r into dimension of k. As mu r and k is having same dimension, from this we can write it as dimension of beta is equal to beta square is equal to dimension of k square. So dimension of beta is equal to dimension of k, that is equal to dimension of mu r, dimension of mu r. You check that this is the dimension of beta also. Next one, you can see beta k is mu r. Now S we are going to check now. Okay, how to check S value? I am writing here. Dimension of S is energy by temperature. Okay, you can say that dimension of S is equal to dimension of alpha square into dimension of beta. We know that dimension of alpha square and beta, you check that here. Dimension of mu r, k and beta, everything is having dimension of energy only. So you can say that dimension of S and dimension of beta also same only. Okay, dimension of S is same dimension as mu r. Okay, now you can write it as first option is there now having same dimension, you can write. So S, beta, k and mu r is there now that having same dimension, that is energy by temperature. Now which of the following is incorrect they are asking. You check that what are the dimensions of alpha and j. From this data we can say that dimension of S and dimension of beta get cancelled. Now dimension of alpha square is equal to m0 l0 t0. Nothing but dimension of alpha is equal to m0 l0 t0. It is dimensionless. It is dimensionless. If alpha is dimensionless, j also dimensionless only. I have written j is a number, it is a dimensionless. Okay, you can see here j is a number, it is a dimensionless. Now you can see alpha is dimensionless, J is dimensionless. Both are having same dimension, that is M0, L0, T0. So this is also correct. S and alpha have different dimensions. S and alpha having obviously different dimensions. What is the dimension of S here? Energy by temperature. Dimension of energy by temperature is the dimension of S. Alpha is dimensionless. That value is M0, L0, T0. Now alpha and K have the same dimension they have given. It is a wrong option. So which is the as per that incorrect they are asking. Option 2 is the correct. Option 2 you have to tick. Okay. Observe this carefully. Next one. Not only writing the relation among the different physical quantities, we can also check the given equation is dimensionally correct or wrong by knowing the different dimensions, as well as by knowing their units, by knowing their relation among the different physical quantities. Okay, by using that I am writing, by using dimensional formula, by using dimensional formulas or dimensional analysis, we can check the correct equation, correct relation between different physical quantities. Only different physical quantities. You cannot check that number is correct or wrong. Okay, only correct relation you can check whether the given relation is correct or wrong. Which relation is correct? Suppose say if I say that speed of transverse wave is equal to V is equal to root over T by mu. We can check whether it is dimensionally correct or wrong. You see here dimension of T is tension actually. That tension is mL T power minus 2 and mu is a linear mass density. Linear mass density. What is the linear mass density? You can write it as mass by length. Unit is you can write m kg per length, kg per meter you can write ml power minus 3 you can write. If you write this ml t power minus 2 divided by the ml minus 1 under root, so you can get the m and m get cancelled, l power 2 t power minus 2 under root is there. Finally we get l t power minus 1. This is the dimension of L power T minus 1 is equal to dimension of V only. Speed V. Nothing but given equation V is equal to root over T by mu is dimensionally correct. I am telling this. Whether the given relation is correct or wrong, we can check by using the this dimensional formulas. That related questions I am going to show now. Okay. Observe this. It is JEE Mains 2022 question. As per the question, velocity V, acceleration A in two system of units 1 and 2 related as V2 is equal to n by m square V1 and A2 is equal to A1 by Mn respectively. Here m and n are constants. The relations for the distance and time in two systems respectively. Okay, you just observe that you need to calculate the in second system what is the length and what is the t time you need to calculate. Basic relation only. By looking the question you may see that something is there. So no need to worry about that. Just distance is equal to always velocity into time only. Okay, and similarly you can write the velocity is equal to acceleration into time only. That relations we can use here. Okay, I am writing the relations. Check that. You can write the velocity V2 is equal to, you can write it as acceleration A2 into T2. Similarly, velocity V1 is equal to, I can write it as A1 into T1. So if I write T1 value, V1 by A1 I can write. So V2 value, as per the question, you can see that V2 is equal to n by m square V1. That is equal to A2. A2 is equal to A1 divided by the Mn into T2. you just observe that how this relation is there. T2 can be written as n square and m get cancelled divided by the m into v1 divided by the a1. So I can write it as n square by m into t1. So you can see here where the n square by m is there. In first option n square by m is there. In second option n square by m into t2 t1 is there. Okay, so this is wrong. Second option is wrong. We can see second option is wrong. Next t2 is equal to, this is wrong, this is wrong. Only first option is correct. We can check remaining also. What is the length? L1 is equal to, you can write velocity into time taken. L2 can be written as velocity into time taken t2. I can write the whatever the t1 value is there, t2 values we can substitute there if you want. Okay, I am substituting here. Length L2 can be written as v2 into v2 means already we know the v2 value is substitute there. V2 value is I can write the v2 value is n by m square v1. T2 value already substituted the t2 value here, you substitute there, n square by m into t1. You can get the value is n cube divided by the n cube. Okay, into v1 into t1. Our n cube divided by the m cube. v1 t1 is l1. So we can write l2 is equal to n cube by m cube into l1. Already I have taken this. First option is correct option. Okay, simply you can check by looking the question. No, some students may not understand the question, but basic relation only. We have to check dimensionally whether the given question quantities are correct or wrong. Okay, next one. This question I have taken from the JEE Advanced 2015. Observe this carefully. In terms of the potential difference V, electric current I, permittivity epsilon naught, permeability mu naught, speed of light c. The dimensionally correct equations are, which of the following are the dimensionally correct? I am telling this kind of questions directly don't solve by using the dimensional method. First you try to make the relation among the physical quantities. Already they have given relation now. So in that cases you can do questions like, if you write the dimensional method, you have to write like a plus b plus c, something you have to calculate. That is too much lengthy you will get. Okay, now you check that according to given relation which can be possible relations are there. Okay, first I am writing current I. Current I. If you take current I, just I am taking like a current is I. Current I and any other relation is satisfied or not. You check that. If you take the option B or option C or option D, I term is there directly. I am checking that option B or C. Suppose if I check that option C. Current can be written as, how I can write the current. Dimension is how much here? A only. Okay. Dimension of I is A. Not required for me actually. You check that epsilon naught C V. What is the epsilon naught here? Epsilon naught C and V. C is the speed of light and V is my voltage. I am writing the relation of what is the epsilon naught C and V. Okay, I am writing here the units. I am writing epsilon naught unit is you can write it as Coulomb square divided by the Newton meter square. Coulomb square divided by the Newton meter square. I am writing Coulomb square divided by the Newton meter square. Speed of light I can write it as meter by second. And potential I can write it as unit of potential is work done by charge. Okay, that is actually I can write joule. Joule is nothing but Newton meter by Coulomb. I am writing Newton meter divided by the Coulomb. You just observe that my Newton get cancelled. meter square get cancelled. The remaining value, if we see that C and C also get cancelled, Coulomb. Finally, I will get the C by second, nothing but Coulomb C divided by the second S. C Coulomb by second is nothing but my ampere only. This is ampere. So you can write it as ampere. Ampere is unit of current I. Nothing but my relation I is equal to epsilon naught CV is dimensionally correct. This equation is dimensionally correct. Now I have given the dimensionally which relation is correct. So C option is correct option. If my C option is correct, obviously I have to check the remaining things also. Okay, you check that second option. For B option I am checking. I is equal to, you have like a epsilon naught C into V is there. You multiply, why? Because you want the epsilon naught into I term I want. Okay, multiply both the sides with epsilon naught. If I multiply both sides with epsilon naught into I is equal to epsilon naught C into V. Then I can write it as epsilon naught square C into V. Okay. Now, what is the relation? C, actually, I want to get the right side, I have to get like a epsilon naught, what is that? Mu naught into V I have to get. I am checking that. C is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught into epsilon naught. C square I can write it as mu naught 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. So I can write it as epsilon naught is equal to 1 by mu naught into C square. If I write the epsilon naught square, I can write it as mu naught square C to the power of 4. You substitute this value here. If I substitute that, 1 by mu naught square C to the power of 4 C into V. So finally, I will get the relation as C one time get 3 times will be there here. So I can get the value is V divided by the mu naught square into C cube should be equal to epsilon naught I. But if you see that option, they have given mu naught into V. That is wrong. You check that first option now. Mu naught into I square is equal to epsilon naught V square. First option, A option. I is equal to, we have epsilon naught into CV. Multiply both the sides. We want mu naught I square now. Multiply both the sides. With mu naught into I. I am multiplying here. Mu naught into I is equal to epsilon naught into CV into mu naught into I. So left side I will get mu naught into I square, that is equal to epsilon naught mu naught CV into I. You can see here from this relation mu naught epsilon naught value is equal to 1 by C square into C into V into I. Now I can see that C one time get cancelled. I can get the values of V divided by the C into I. But if you see the main relation, I is equal to epsilon naught CV is there, no, that I am writing. So V divided by the C is equal to, I is nothing but epsilon, V by C is equal to epsilon, V by C into epsilon naught, I value I am writing, epsilon naught C into V. Okay, so you can see that C and C get cancelled. So finally I can get the mu naught into I square value is equal to epsilon naught into V square. You check that mu naught I square is equal to epsilon naught V square. So option A also correct. Similarly, if you check the relation mu naught into Ci is equal to epsilon naught into V, that is also not possible. Here we can check the relation how I have checked earlier in the same manner. So correct options are, you can write A and C. You can check the D relation. How I check the B relation now? In the same manner, you can multiply both the sides, mu naught into C, both the sides, and check that you will not get epsilon naught into V. Reason is just now I got the epsilon naught into V. If I bring the V left side now, it will become mu naught I square by V I will get. If you want, you can check that. Okay. This is the 2015 paper 2 question. Just observe that how I have calculated without any dimension formula. Just I written the relation among the different physical quantities. Next, here one more question. A length, this question they have asked in 2016 paper 1. A length scale L depends on the permeability epsilon of a dielectric material. Boltzmann constant Kb, the absolute temperature T, the number unit volume N of a certain charged particles are the charge Q carried by the each of the particles. Which of the following expressions for L is dimensionally correct? Already they have given the relations here. You can check that. Here also, don't try to write the relation among the different physical quantities MLT form. Okay, it will take too much lengthy. Already relations are there. You can check from the options which can be possibility is there. How to start the questions here. Everywhere you can see epsilon kbt by q square is there. Here also epsilon kbt by q square term is there. Here also you can see epsilon kbt by q square term. Epsilon kbt by q square term is there. First you write the dimension of epsilon kbt divided by the q square term is what? Okay, I'm writing dimension or unit of anything. Okay, dimension of or unit of. What is the dimension of this or unit of this? Epsilon dimension can be written as earlier I have written Coulomb square divided by the Newton meter square. kbt is energy. kbt is energy. I can write the energy. Okay, divided by the Coulomb square. Again, you can write it as Coulomb square. You can write it as Coulomb square. This Coulomb square and Coulomb square get cancelled. Remaining value, if I see that energy is Newton meter divided by the Newton meter square. So Newton get cancelled. Meter one time get cancelled. Finally 1 by meter I will get. So finally dimension of epsilon kbt divided by the q square is 1 by L. Now you check one more quantity they have given N. What is N? Dimension of N. N is nothing but number of, they have given number per unit volume. Number by volume. Its dimension is, you can write it as 1 by L cube. This is the dimension of L. Okay, dimension of N. Now you check that which one you will get the dimension of L. L is nothing but distance L, length L. So you have to write L only finally. So first one I am checking option A. Under root of N q square divided by the epsilon kb into T. Under root of N is nothing but 1 by L cube. Q square divided by the epsilon kbt. Actually you have calculated the dimension of kbt, epsilon kbt by q square. So we can write it as 1 by L is there. So you can write L. You can get 1 by L square under root, that is 1 by L. You can get 1 by L. So as per the question, it is L is given wrong. You reverse the B option now. B option is actually exactly reverse. Under root of epsilon kbt divided by the nq square, that is 1 by epsilon kbt value is 1 by L. 1 by n. What is the dimension of 1 by n? L cube, that is under root L square is equal to L. So we can get the L. So it is dimensionally correct. Similarly, third option you check. If you take the C option, q square by under root of q square divided by the epsilon kbt n power 2 by 3, n power 2 by 3. I can get under root of q square divided by the value is L. Okay, L, and q square by n kbt I have written by n by whole to the power of 2 by 3 is there. Nothing but we can write it as 1 by n is there. No, 1 by L is nothing but L cube whole to the power of 2 by 3. 2 get cancelled. I will get the L cube under root. So C option is the wrong option. D option you check. Under root of same thing n power 1 by 3 is there. Q square divided by the epsilon kbt n power 1 by 3 is given. Under root of L cube whole to the power of 1 by 3. So we can see that cube and 1 by 3 get cancelled. We can get the L square is a unit dimension, that is L. So you can get the L. Option D also correct. So which all options are correct? Option B and D are correct. Option B and D are correct. Okay. Next question. We can see this is the last question. In electromagnetic theory, the electric and magnetic phenomena are related to each other. Therefore, the dimensions of electric and magnetic quantities must also be related to each other. In the question below, E and B stand for the dimensions of the electric and magnetic fields respectively, while epsilon naught mu naught stand for dimensions of the permittivity and permeability of free space respectively. L and T are dimensions of length and time respectively. All the quantities are given in SI units. All are given in SI units. Just observe that they are given in SI unit. Actually, after looking the question, no, something everyone may think that something is there. Okay, something too much big answer is may be there, that we will think. But relation, after seeing this in JEE Advanced 2018 paper 1, they have given this passage type question. In the first question, they are asking that the relation between the E and B is what? No need to worry about that what dimensions they are having here. Just you write that first question. You have like a relation E by B is equal to velocity. Dimensionally correct only E and B every time. So you can write it as dimension of E is equal to dimension of B into dimension of V. So I can write it as dimension of B into dimension of V is LT power minus 1. Where LT power minus 1 is there? In third option. That's all. Similarly, they are asking the relation between the epsilon naught and mu naught is what? Again, second question, if you see that relation, we are having like a what is the C in terms of the relation mu naught and epsilon naught relation. I can write it as C is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught into epsilon naught. Square on both sides, C square is equal to 1 by mu naught into epsilon naught. I want mu naught value. I can write it as mu naught is equal to 1 by C square into epsilon naught. So dimension of mu naught is equal to dimension of epsilon naught minus 1 and dimension of 1 by C square. Dimension of mu naught is equal to epsilon naught minus 1 into C is LT power minus 1. So I can write as 1 by L T power minus 1 whole square. I can get the value is epsilon naught whole power minus 1, 1 by L square T power minus 2. I can write the epsilon naught whole power minus 1, L square L power minus 2 T power 2. So we can see what is the relation. L power minus 2 T power 2. So only option 4 is there. Kindly observe this, what they are asking and what to calculate. So in dimension analysis, dimension based on the dimensions question, whatever first thing I have given, writing relation between the physical quantities, there you have to equate the basis of the powers of the same basis. Okay. Second one I have given for the any mathematical relations are there, they are dimensionless. Third one is principle of homogeneity. Fourth one is writing the relation, correctness of the any relation. This you can write from the whatever the formula you remembered from the 2 years syllabus. Whatever formula is available, that we can apply directly. Why? Because all formulas are whatever you have studied is dimensionally they are correct. Okay. Dimensionally in the sense, numbers we cannot determine from that, but relation among the physical quantities you can check whether it is correct